Hey there guys and gals. Today we're going to finally be unboxing my copy of Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall. Yes, you can see the reflection. That's just because the cellophane is still on it. I've had this board game waiting in my basement for, I don't know, like well over a year. It's time to unbox it because my friends love Kinfire Delve and they are ready to take the leap into the original game in the Kinfire Chronicles series. We're going to pop open the main box first. This is the upgrade kit to make things super extra nice and fancy. We'll take a look at that later, but first we're going to unbox the full box. I will show you what the box looks like in greater detail once I've taken off the cellophane so it stops reflecting. Oh no. Oh, whoa, jeez. This is what the box looks like. I've just realized it's not actually a box. It's like multiple layers of sleeves and stuff. But mine is also very damaged, and that makes me very sad. I've got a tear right here in the box. Well, this is just the cover. Oh, this is like a playmat. You can see it's very torn up. But this basically, kind of like a DM screen, you can lay this down to figure out what's going on within the game. And I'm guessing, since these icons here are very reminiscent of Kinfire Delve, that you are sharing a lot of your resources amongst your team. Yeah, as you can see, my box is actually broken. Like, real bad broken. Like, falling apart broken. That's not good. I'm going to actually put this DM screen cover back on so that you guys can see what the box looks like. There are 6 playable characters in Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall because there are 6 main seekers, which are these guys on the front. They fulfill sort of like your kind of typical TTRPG roles, but we'll probably get into that a little later. This part actually says sort of the same thing that the deck does. That's fine. The DM screen, the fake DM screen does. That's fine. But here's what you get in here. In the main box, you get the box with the game board, so that's actually probably the DM screen. You get the map. You get a map of Dinlux, which is the main city in this universe. You get a Destiny bag, 53 plastic Destiny chits, 4 different rule books, 6 seeker boxes, so that each player can just hold on to the box for their character. 6 acrylic seeker standees, because there's 6 playable characters. 6 dual layer seeker sheets with integrated health dials. That's great. 48 enemy sheets, 46 cardboard enemy standees. So I was thinking there was going to be way more minis in here. There's not a lot of minis, but that's fine because we're going to play the game. It's fine. It's fine. And of course, I'm going to reuse them for D&D. That's all. The only reason I was like, oh, I thought there was going to be more minis. 4 enemy health trackers, 12 Quest Folios, 3 city pamphlets, over 1,200 cards, and over 300 tokens. I can't wait to start messing around with this. And what's on the bottom? Just another set of the logo. I'm going to flip this back over now. Man, that's such a bummer that my box is actually, like, broken. Like, straight up broken. It would appear that at some points during this recording I accidentally waved my hand over the microphone and muted it. So this is future me adding in that this is the cover to the welcome box, which is all the contents of the stuff that you will definitely need in order to actually play the game. We're going to be dealing with, this is the map atlas, which I'm super excited about because the way that it works, like yes, there's a map here, and you can overlay a 1-inch grid if you want to reuse this for D&D, but the way the maps work in this game are you kind of set your characters in a area and then you can move between areas, and then some effects from you or the enemies will be like, oh, you can mess with enemies this far away, you can mess with allies this far away. This specific kind of setup I think is the same thing that like Steamforged uses for Dark Souls and the Elden Ring board game. I'm fine with that. But these are all maps you can use. Why not? I'm not going to go through every single one, but thank you for playing. You're welcome. What do we have in here? Oh, online copies of all the stuff that you might need for the game. Forteller. I believe I have Forteller support for this game, but basically Forteller is a service that you can buy basically copies of for your favorite games, where someone will read the rule book so that one of you as the players doesn't necessarily have to. It's pretty cool. Lots of games are using Forteller. And like all the different characters within a game, if there are different parts of them speaking in the rule books and the quest books, they'll have different voice actors do it, which is pretty cool. This is the first rule book, so they said there was more than one rule book. This one is getting started. This is like how to basically play, how to punch out all your boards and make your boards, which is pretty cool. I will probably have to do that at some point. Next up are your first... Oh, we already got one that's already about trying to get popped out. This is trackers and tokens. They will be slotted into other pieces, and then it will all be together. These are standees. Probably, these are the bases for standees, probably for your enemies, because I'm pretty sure your character ones are colored to make it easier for you to play. These, I'm thinking, must get punched into the dials at some point. Then we have our first set of cards. Hurt cards, armor cards. We're just going to open up these cards because there are not new versions of them in the upgrade kit. There are sleeves in the upgrade kit for your Seeker deck, but not for these cards. So you have armor cards. Basically, whenever you suffer damage, you can sacrifice an armor and take one less damage away. There's a whole bunch of armor cards because you're going to need them. Then you have exhausted cards. So in this game, when you discard your whole hand, you suffer 1 damage for each exhaustion card you discard. So essentially, this is going to stick to you. It's not quite the same as exhaustion in Kinfire Delve, but you don't want this. But when you take a nap at an inn, you can remove it. Same thing as like, say, D&D, where you take your long rest, you can get rid of 1 level of exhaustion. Oh, I just realized it's a hand that's cracked. And the last status in this pile is hurt, just like a hand being struck. It seems like very close to the symbol that Roland has in Kinfire Delve on like his specialty cards. But if you have any hurt cards in your hand at the start of your turn, you take 1 damage, ignoring armor, per hurt cards in your hand. If you did not gain a hurt card this turn, discard 1 hurt card at the end of your turn. So it's kind of like a, I haven't had chance to heal from this injury if you keep getting them. But if you do have time to heal from the injury, you can put the card away. And then when you discard a hurt card, return it to the pile of unused hurt cards. So these are things you can get applied to you, and you can apply to enemies as well. There are 3 different types of cards in each of these piles. This is the temporary status Stunned. If there are any stun cards in your hand at the start of your turn, discard one of your Seeker chits from the bag to the spent chits area if able. Oh no. If you did not gain a stun card this turn, discard 1 stun at the end of your turn. When you discard a stun card, return it to the pile of unused stun cards. So essentially, but they're going to be in the chit bag, you're going to shake them up. And if you have your Seeker tokens removed, that means there's less chances that you're going to shake the bag and pull out a Seeker token, meaning it's your turn. Because you don't roll initiative in Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall. You shake the chit bag and see what happens, for better or for worse. The next temporary status is Trapped. And Trapped is, while any trap cards are in your hand, you can't move. If you didn't gain a trap card this turn, discard 1 trap card at the end of your turn. When you discard a trap card, return it to the pile of unused trap cards. Yes, you can Yu-Gi-Oh! The absolute crap out of your opponents. Or you can be Yu-Gi-Oh'd yourself. And then the final temporary status in this game is Weak, and it's a broken bone. While any weak cards are in your hand, your attacks deal 1 damage less per weak card in your hand. If you didn't gain a weak card this turn, discard 1 weak card at the end of your turn. When you discard a weak card, return it to the pile of unused cards. And those are all the extra status things that you might run into during the game. So they're not part of any of the main decks. They're just like, oh, this guy hit me. Or, oh, I'm about to hit this guy. I'm going to apply this to him. And then here's a nice bag. Ooh, that's nice material. I wasn't expecting that. What's in here? It's got to be bags full of chits because Incredible Dream loves chits. Ooh, tokens! Ooh, oh, okay. Hold on. I love tokens. What are these? You got numbered tokens. Oh, they're plastic. Seeker tokens. Let's move them up. That's Asha. I know that. I forgot the orc fighter's name, but double-sided tokens. You can for sure use these for D&D. They are 1-inch tokens. There's tons of them. The artificer, whose name I forgot. You would think, I've played Kinfire Delve so many times, and I only remember like 4 of the characters' names, which is bad. Oh, there's multiple copies of each of them. I'm trying to find the darkness chit. Well, the darkness token. This is what messes you up in Kinfire Delve. Here's the bard. Got you. The double-sided bard token, and then the ranger. Forgot the Warforged. Can't forget the Warforged. Here's the Warforged token. Well, he's not a Warforged. He has a different name within this world, but he's basically a Warforged. Dual-sided health token. The numbered ones, which I think are for fate or for turn. I'm not 100% sure. Compared to what I normally get in a lot of board games, like these particular tokens, I feel like would have been in the upgrade kit for so many other games. And they would have given you really poorly crafted cardboard tokens in the normal box. God, I'm so scared about that. I hate that my box is straight up, like torn way down to the bottom. Ah, it's bad. Oh, that makes me so sad. You might not have been able to see it before, but there's actually a groove here for the rings of the map atlas, which I don't usually see in board games. Like, they spent a lot of time making sure that this was going to turn out okay. Incredible Dream does amazing work. Now we're going to take a peek at what's in these Quest Folios. I'm not going to open up all of them, but we are going to start with one. I don't mind opening up number 1 just to show you guys and gals what's in it. I feel like that's not spoiler territory because that's where you're going to be anyway. Super cool thing is that all of them together actually form an image of Din Lux, which is the main city in this world. Each and every one of the Quest Folios corresponds to one of the quests that you can get through in the game. So the first one is the Quest to Vinna, and if you open up the folios, they have some backstory for the quest itself, which you can read through here. I'm not going to read it aloud to you, don't worry. And then on the inside of each of the Quest Folios, you have some quest cards that have prompts and let you you draw the card related to whatever your players do. And then it has the monster standees, the monster's health, their actions, their little buildable life counter, which is super cool. And the first 3 quests have the other 3 remaining rule books within them. Now I'm going to grab Quest Folio number 2. This one's for the quest called Troubled Waters. This one has much the same contents as the first Quest Folio. It's got some prompt cards, so you know exactly what you're doing, and there are different cards based on what your characters choose to do, what your players choose to do. Then it's got your enemy standees, the enemy actions. When playing Kinfire Delve, I do recognize quite a few of the monsters that are in this game. They seem like they're pretty standard fare within the world of Adios. Quest Folio 2 has the next rulebook. This one's for adventuring. Oh, these little folios are so cool. Incredible Dream, man. You guys really know what you're doing to make something feel good, feel nice. Into the shadows. You've got your reading here, and then you go to a card. I'm going to pop this out. There's a lot more cards in here. So it's not like there's just 1 or 2. It's as you move on, there's more and more info. There's more and more stuff to go through. Lars is a bandit. Mo is also a bandit. They have their own standees. There's a third guy in there. Oh, there's a third card. I just didn't pull it out. My bad. Lars, Mo, and Khor. Got their life spinners. Town exploration is the 4th rulebook. I almost want to... I feel bad not showing you what's in them, but I don't want to spoil the quests for you. Don't worry, I will for sure go through all of the Seeker boxes. I will show you what's in there, because the Seeker boxes are the characters you'll be playing. And I don't need to spoil you on that, because that's really the reason you're playing the game, isn't it? So yeah, 21 of these quests within the game. Each of them has their own enemies to fight, their own life trackers, their own cards, which you'll lay out as you play. And like in a choose your own adventure type scenario, you will also go through different cards. Like, oh, we chose to do this, we're going to go here. Oh, we chose to do that, we're going to go there. So we're going to go through the Seekers, and then we'll go through this, which I think has more... I don't know if this has standees. I don't know what's in here anymore, because the enemy standees appear to be within each quest. So, the first Seeker, Asha, is an elven rogue, an expert in stealth, and it's got some stuff about her. A little bit of her bio, and then what her ability is. Her extra ability. So what do you get within a Seeker's box? You get the Acrylic standee. I'm going to open this. Remove film before playing. Blah, blah, blah. But like I said, the Seeker's standees have their color on them. They want you to remove the film. I'm not going to remove the film. That's who I am as a person. This is Asha, the Elven Rogue. It has her front and her back. And then her color is red, so her hexagonal stand has a red line around it. So you have those tokens that I'm sure you're going to use for something. And then you have also the standees when you're on like the battle board. That's where you're going to go. This is Asha of Brillbrook's board. And her opportunist ability is attacks made by other Seekers deal +1 damage. That is the same icon they use in Kinfire Delve. So I know that that one's damage. Deal +1 damage to any enemies in Asha's space. So if you're on the same section of a map as Asha and your teammates are hitting people, Asha's like, ha, shink! You have a little section for your armor, so that's like extra hits that you can take, but you won't take damage. When it's your turn, you can act. So you can play and resolve 1 action card, or pass and draw or discard 1 card. That's good that you don't have to get exhausted like you do in Kinfire Delve. You can move or you can refresh. And then the back has like all of her adventuring gear. That's so cool. And I'm guessing this is where her life spinner is going to end up. We're going to go through her cards because I don't mind going through her cards. Not spoilers, this is what you're going to be playing as anyway. So you have red, greens, and blues generally, and then just like Kinfire Delve, there's also colorless cards. And usually, if it's anything like Kinfire Delve, depending on who you're doing battle with, the different colored cards will be more or less effective against them. Does she have a lantern card in here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a big thing about Kinfire Delve. Like, your ultimate is your lantern ability. It's something that recharges and it does really big damage usually and has some super special effect. But Asha's, this is Sight's Twilight. I'm going to guess that's 6 damage. But after attacking, you can refocus each enemy focused on Asha to another Seeker of your choice. So you can send people away from Asha to live. Then you have her action card, her dagger, that tracks. Block damage. That's a boost card, actually, for Asha's dagger. Blinding Flash. A Blinding Flash for boost. Coup de grace. Coup de grace boost. Oh, so just like Kinfire Delve, there are also cards that are multicolored, as opposed to just no color, which means you can use it anywhere. These will affect red or blue enemies, or traps, or other things. A boost for Mule Kick, the Odd Raven Charm, a boost for that. The Right in the Soft Bits, she also has that card in Kinfire Delve. Scorpion Strike, the boost for that. Snake Eyes, boost for that. Sneak Attack, boost for that. So it seems like in this game, each of their cards has its own boost. Next up we have Valora's Seeker's Box. She is a human archer. She's basically your ranger. Polite and well-bred. Deadly with a bow. She sure is. Her backstory, her bio, and then her ability. Guardian from afar. Each time Valora enters a space without enemies, she may choose another Seeker within 1 space of her. That Seeker gains 1 shield. So, in other words, she's basically giving you Overwatch. But just the keep other people from hurting you part of it, not the shoot them in the face part. If that makes sense. This is her board. When it's your turn, it's got all the information here, which is fine. Basically the same thing. And then on the back is all of her adventuring gear. And I'm assuming where you put your health die. Valora's color is purple. So, her acrylic standee has purple hexagonal line on all around it. And this is Valora's acrylic standee. has a front and back. So this is her lantern card. I guess the lanterns are always on top. That probably makes sense. They're lantern cards just like Kinfire Delve, but the only ones that have a different back. So they're easy to spot. 7 damage is a lot of damage. This is snipe, and the actual card ability is this attack may target any one enemy anywhere on the map, even in your space. She can just shoot whoever she wants. Then there's her regular action cards. She's got Acid Arrow, boost for it. Capture Rune, boost for it. Eyes of the Huntress, boost for it. Fleet Arrow, boost for it. Quick Shot, boost for it. Shot to the Knee, boost for it. Solid Shot, boost for it. Splatter Arrow, boost for it. And Valora's Bow, and the boost for it. She has no colorless cards in this deck. They're all either green, blue, red, or some combination thereof. Here we go. There's room in this box, which means they're built specifically so that once you build the dials onto the board, it'll still fit in this box without any issues. Gonna grab Feyn, the Bard's box now. He is a human bard. This is Feyn. Resourceful and witty, a jack of all trades. He does do a little bit of everything. This is his backstory, this is his bio, and this is his ability. Feyn may have up to 2 wards in play at the same time. If he plays a 3rd ward, he must discard one of his 2 earlier wards from play. I will say that I saw that some of the action cards said ward, this card remains in play, which means those cards stay out for a while until something else happens. Feyn's ability is he's basically playing support, so he will keep multiple supporting wards out. Here's Feyn Longstride, the Bard of Destiny. This is his player card. These are blue, reds, and greens. Oh, these essentially tell you what color cards they have abilities-wise. Okay, that's fine. And then, like, this is what you can do on your turn. And all of Feyn's, I didn't realize he had a humongous machete. What are you doing, Feyn? All of Feyn's equipment, plus the spot for you to build your health dial. Feyn's color is blue. Blue line on his hexagonal base. And then this is Feyn. Dude has some crazy hair, and I love it. Now we're going to look at Feyn's cards. Free action. Just perform another action. Okay. Then he's got Battle of the Fade, a boost for that. Blade Storm, a boost for that. Bolt of Confusion, a boost for that. Coordinated Attack, a boost for that. Fate's Lament, a boost for that. A boost for that. Flank, a boost for that. Mana Strike, a boost for that. He has some colorless cards. Mystic Force, a boost for that. And the Midnight Jig, and a boost for that. He does have colorless cards. And as you could see at the top, he's got 1 ward, 2 wards, 3 wards. I think that is for sure the most amount of wards we've seen so far. But the fact that there's only 3 total means you're probably going to end up having trouble getting all 3 of them out anyway. All right, we're going to move on to Nas. Oh, Nas's box got a little bit dented, but that's fine. She is the Orcish Strategist. She's a commander at heart. Victory is the only option. Backstory, her bio, and then her ability is whenever Nas moves during her turn, she may choose to move another Seeker instead. So basically, she's the commander. She's playing an RTS. Let's make sure her board isn't messed up or anything. Here we go. She's the Tactician. That's her. What you can do on your turn. She has mostly red cards, it looks like. She's got 2 shield as well. That's the highest shield we've seen so far. Nas's color is yellow. Her hexagonal base has a yellow line around it. And this is Nas herself. That's a big old orc lady. I bet she gives great hugs. Right, let's read Nas's lantern ability. It's red. It is Alter, Fate's Trick. After attacking, shatter one of your target's spent enemy chits, numbered 1 to 12, removing it from play for the rest of the battle. So they won't be able to do whatever that option is. And of course, the lantern backing. And then you have Duel of Honor. Boost for that. She does have colorless cards. Fist of the Wind. A boost for that. Inevitable. A boost for that. Knockout. A boost for that. Probe. A boost for that. Another colorless. Rush. Boost for that. Shattering Blow. A boost for that. Surround. A boost for that. And she does have one ward. Tidal Force. A boost for that. So I think besides Feyn, most characters have 1 or 2 wards, it looks like. We'll see when we get to Roland. Next up, we have Khor Seeker Box. He is a Revenant tank. The Revenants are sort of like Warforged, except they do have the souls of past creatures inside of them within this world. They don't usually have memories of their past life, but it is like a soul. It's kind of like a soul piloting a suit of armor, is how their Warforged work. Here we go. Departed soul inhabiting a metal shell through the power of Kinfire. That is exactly right. This is Khor's backstory. Khor's bio, and his ability is, each time another Seeker within 1 space of Khor is damaged, Khor may redirect 1 damage from that Seeker to themselves. So, he is in fact the tank. You want Khor to be taking damage. In Kinfire Delve, his whole shtick is to block damage, so this makes total sense that he's basically sacrificing himself. His ability is even called self-sacrificing. And then what you can do on your turn, it looks like he has a lot of red cards too. And then all of his gear, including the moth that follows him around, that's super adorable, that Creepshow Kate may or not be getting merchandise for at some point. Khor's color is, Seeker color is green. His hexagonal base has a green line around it. And this is ya boy Khor. And I forgot the moth's name, but the moth is adorable. He's everywhere. He's kind of like the mascot. And let's take a peek at Khor's deck. So his lantern card is Adamant the Blazing Crown. Before attacking, move all adjacent enemies into your space. After attacking, gain shields per enemy targeted by this attack. Oh, interesting. Then he's got Aftershock, and a boost for it. Crush, a boost for it. Earth Blood Vial, a boost for it. Guarded Strike, a boost for it. Pierce Defenses, that's good, a boost for it. He's got both, I'm noticing, ranged and melee attacks. There's a sword icon for melee, and then there's a bow icon for ranged. Didn't realize that until just now. Riposte, boost for that, colorless boost. Shard Whip, a boost for that. Taunt, a boost for that. And his ward is Vengeance of Stone. And there's a boost for that. If boosts play the same way that they do here in Kinfire Delve, that means that you can boost someone else's abilities. I do not know if it works the same, but generally speaking, you can boost something of the same color, or you can use a colorless to boost anything. And the final Seeker on our tour for today is Roland Wordforger. He's basically an artificer, but he is a dwarven sorcerer. In here, his backstory, his bio, and his ability. True Friend. Roland's boost cards do not have to match the color of the action or attack they are being played on. That 100% proves my theory. You can boost other people's abilities using your boost cards as long as the colors match. Or, if you're using a colorless, you can use boost anytime. Let's see what we got inside. His little box. He's got mostly blue cards, it looks like. What you can do on your turn. His ability. Him. Roland's Seeker color is red. That's a little bit lighter red than Asha's, which is weird. But either way. This is Roland's card. The dwarves in Adios Adios, Adios. The dwarves in Adios look more like Duergar, deep dwarves, than regular dwarves. They're much darker skinned. Let's take a peek at Roland's deck. This is his lantern. Yep. Purity, Fire's Cleansing. After attacking, distribute 3 statuses of your choice among your targets as you see fit. Okay, dude. His first action card, Fireball! It's got a boost. Firebolt, it's got a boost. Foxfire, got a boost. Hammer and Tongs, tang, tang, tang. Come back here. Boost. This is his ward. Leech Charm. Leech Charm's boost. Lucky Beard Comb. Lucky Beard Comb boost. Meteor Throw! Boost for that. Test of Metal. A boost for that. Well-Timed Blow. And a boost for that. So not everyone has colorless cards, but they are super helpful. And I have noticed that I think all of the colorless cards so far for the Seekers have all been boosts. So something that you can use to help someone in need. Now we come to the final box. Dawn of the final box. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. That is not what I was expecting to see at all. So what do we got in here? Oh man. These are crazy. Come here, dude. Oh man. There's so much stuff. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. So you get a Vinna card pack. These are legitimately like, they're more quests. So these are extra cards that don't necessarily fit into the specific boxes for quests. I'm not going to show you the other side, but there's prompts, and then there's, if you choose this, go here. If you choose that, go there. There's the Vinna pack, and then there's Din Lux's pack, so I'm assuming these are things that you're going to do in town. Each prompts after Quest 21. Barn Estate, that looks like Asha. That is Asha. Wow! Cool thing is, it's got 2 divider cards for each of them. So on either side, so when they're in their packs like this, you can always tell, regardless of which orientation you put them in the packaging, you know, oh, it's in Din Lux Pack 3. There's a divider on both sides. One is fat. Doesn't come in the regular sleeves. I'm not going to open this yet. I don't want to spoil any of the story. I have no idea what's in these, but they're marked 1, 2. Oh, well, what? They're marked 1, 2, and 4, but then the third one is a regular sleeve. No, this looks like Kinfire, like what the element is, plus it looks like a lantern card. There are more abilities for your Seekers, which is super cool. There's a level up pack. You can level up during the game and get more abilities for your Seekers. And that means there's 4 of them in total. So these cards I'll go through because they're yours. So Asha gets Selfish Blade, a boost. Warp Step, a boost. Oh, it's actually got a story card for each of the heroes as well, for like when they level up, what's going on. Feyn gets Patience Is, a boost. The Riddle of Dawn, another ward, and a boost. Roland gets Painless Defeat and a boost. That is a regular action card that is colorless. Interesting. Roar of Challenge and a boost. Looks like everybody gets 2? Yeah, everybody gets 2 things. Nas comes up next. Sorry, that's Khor, not Nas. Yeah, my bad. Khor. Painless Defeat. Boosts. Roar of Challenge. Boost. Now it's Nas. Call out orders. Boost. Unstoppable Charge. Boost. Roland. Cleansing Fire. Boost. Soul Burn. Boost. Oh, an exhaustion card. That's not good. And Valora is the last one. Perfect Stillness. Boost. Twin Shot. Boost. So you can level up 4 times over the course of the story. Make your characters even stronger. That's very, very cool. I don't know what's in the void box either, but this is another level up card set. I think it's 2. You get a little story of what your characters do, what they've done to level up. Blessed Raven Charm, that's a ward. Boost. Out of the Shadows, boost. Feyn's story card. Action. Oh, it's not colorless. It's void. Interesting. This means this card has no color and can't be boosted. Oh, that's interesting. That doesn't necessarily. That's not a thing that happens in Kinfire Delve. Void is not a color that you can use. Interesting. Then it has a boost. Jack of Blades, boost. Then you have cores, flickers. Oh, flicker. Sorry if that's spoilers. I don't know. Oh, and it's an instant. Interesting. Boost. The Hungry Earth, boost. Nas, Death from Above, boost. Rouse Ally, boost. Roland, Bloodfire, and it's a ward, boost. Meteor Fall, boost. And finally, Valora, Tainted Arrow, boost. Tread of the Huntress. It's a ward and a boost. This one's actually sealed, so I don't want to open this yet. I don't want to open any of these envelopes. I'm going to leave them because they are, in fact, sealed. I'll just open up the fourth and final box. It's weird that 3 is sealed, but not 4. It must be like something you earn during the game. Asha's thing. Assassin Strike, yes. Jerome's Gift, boost. Feyn, he's got another Void. Void that gives you exhaustion, that's not good. Inner Harmony is colorless. Colorless boost. Khor's got Come Get It, boost. I am myself. Oh, good for you, Khor. Colorless boost. Nas, Rally the Troops, boost. Award, Relentless Storm, boost. And then Roland, Further Than Anyone, you got this, bro, boost. Lance the Boil, boost. And finally Valora, a colorless action, that's pretty good, colorless boost. An upgraded bow. So your characters do in fact get better as you play the game. They get stronger, more powerful. They get cooler cards in their decks too. But then you have these cards, which are, I'm assuming, are either wards or related to quests. They're all sealed. I don't want to unseal them now. I want my players to feel that. You know what I mean? Should feel the joy of unlocking it. And then there's gold bags. Same idea. They are all sealed, so I don't want to unseal them right now. And I feel like that may spoil some of your rewards as you go. And then there's one more. It's like some kind of metal. I don't know if it's gold, silver, and bronze. Maybe these are the bronze rewards. So 6. Then another 6. Yeah. 6, 12. Another 6. 18. So I'm not 100% sure. I was thinking maybe there was 21 of these envelopes, but I don't think that's the case. And then there's this void box, which you're going to end up putting something in. This looks like a slot that you could put those tokens in. Just throw them in. Oh! It's for when you take the numbered chits away from someone or you take an action away from someone. I'm pretty sure they end up in the void box for the rest of that mission because they can't be used again. I gotcha. I gotcha. Now, we're going to take a peek over at the upgrade kit. Now we come to the upgrade kit. I'm just going to pop this open and then I'll show you the box when the cellophane's gone. Another reason why I'm not sure what's in the Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall upgrade kit is because it doesn't tell you on the back what's in it. Or the sides. The sides have 2 Seekers. Other 2 Seekers. Well, that's 2 Seekers across the sides. That's pretty cool. Just the box. So we're going to open this up. We got, ooh, a play mat. Oh, this is nice. Oh, you have my attention. You have Naz's playmat. Oh, it's playmats for each of the Seekers. So this is Naz's. You keep your deck here, your discard pile there. You keep your Seeker sheet here, and your Lantern card there. Oh, it's pretty stinky. Ooh! Feyn's mat. Oh, this is so nice. This is really good material. It's nice and thick. It feels good. But it's not slippy slidey. Like, your cards will stay in place on here, I'm pretty. Next up, you have Khor and Flickers. 4 Flickers. And, oh, this is so nice. Asha! Get your lantern card there. I love that everyone has like a physical representation of a lantern except for Khor. His lantern is always represented by flickers. And that's so cute. It's so cute. It's got like their gear all around as well, which is super cool. Here's Valora's. And finally, Roland's. This is nice. This is really, really nice. Cover up, cover off. Show me what we got. Oh! Oh! Sleeves for each of the characters' decks, plus their extra costume, because we unlocked during the campaign another costume, which there actually might be a mini in here for. This is Khor, but then like his Iron Man Mark 1 type armor. Oh, this is so nice. And then Roland as like the one true artificer, plus regular Roland. Whoops. Feyn. Honestly, Feyn's regular costume is better than his like alt costume. Asha, and then alt costume. Again, I think Asha's regular costume is better than her alt. Valora, and then her like ceremonial dress outfit. That's really pretty. I like that. And then Nas. Oh yeah, let's go. Look at this alt costume, ready to fight. What do we got in here? We got acrylic standees of all the enemies. This is what I was looking for. New bases for all of the enemies. I guess technically this will be spoilers, but it's the stuff that I really wanted. I wanted more standees, because then I can use them for D&D super easily. Not that I couldn't already, but these are so freaky. Oh, you look like you could be a Seeker if you wanted to be. You're small, but it could work. You, my friend, look like you're dead. That's not good. Oh, yes. Look at that big barbarian dude. Let's go. Tree ant of some kind. Oh, this is stuff I have to catalog so I can reuse for D&D. Yes. This is that bandit guy. I think he's the bandit leader, actually. Oh, it's like a witch or a hag. Oh, no. These all have front and back. So I'm assuming the cardboard versions also have front and back. I do not know if Night's Fall uses... Oh, I got mushroom monster. I don't know if Night's Fall uses flanking rules, though. That I do not know. That was the first bag. Interesting that the bases are not... I was expecting the bases to be fully transparent, but they're more like a little bit opaque. Obviously enemy bases. Next bag, I think these are more enemies. So I guess technically this part goes a bit into spoiler territory. Not regarding the story, but regarding who you're fighting. I apologize, but I'm not gonna show these off. Like, what do you mean? These are beautiful. Oh, this is a big, big dude. That does not look safe, man. Oh my god. Oh, I can't wait to reuse these, man. This is going to be fantastic. I mean, sorry players. My players aren't going to be happy that I'm going to reuse all these tokens and all these standees, but like, these things are freaking fantastic, man. I showed that guy's back first, sorry. Ooh. Is that a goblin in this world? Oh my god. The world's worst moth. Creepshow Kate, you'd still love this guy, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Oh, it's the dude from from Kinfire Delve. The stag thing. Or maybe he's an elk, I don't know. He looked like an executioner. These are cool standees, yo. So cool. And they're acrylic, so they're much more difficult for your players to ruin and or get dirty and mess up. Alright, another baggie of enemies to fight. Oh my god. Oh my god, fat dragon. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at you. Look at you, fat dragon. Look at you. Ooh. Is this an evil revenant? Oh, it's so sick. He's like a furnace Valkyrie. Ooh, I could have used this as a gargoyle. Ooh. Oh, another dragon. How many dragons are there? Oh, they're so cute. They're so small. They're all like little pseudo dragons. Oh, there's another one. They're books. Do they hang out in the library or something? Why do they all have books? Oh. Oh. Are they bookworms? See what you did there. Ooh. That's sick. He's like a plant hydra. A like Mesoamerican themed revenant. Angry blue elf. Not to be confused with Nightcrawler. Some kind of spellcaster. But probably a bad guy. Because he's got a standee. Oh, snaps! We got some elemental baddies in here now. Another one of these weird looking elves. Is that rude? I think I've shown some of you the back first. Apologies. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I'm guessing... Oh, it's a void symbol. So they're definitely bad guys. They worship the void like the absolute weirdos that they are. Now, one thing I will say is all of the bases for these standees are the same size. So they're probably going to fit into 1-inch grid. If you are going to convert these guys to D&D, obviously some of these monsters, like this guy, is not supposed to be medium-sized. You can make do with other ways to tell your players that they're big. You don't necessarily have to do anything extra. You can just be like, hey guys, this dude's large. The base itself is medium. Oh, this is a sick, sick dude. One baggie left. Let's standees. So realistically, the main reason you would want to buy the upgrade kit is for the standee. Sleeves are nice, but realistically, you were like, I want these standees, and I would love a mat that just makes my gameplay easier, where everything's just laid out for me in a simple, easy-to-read fashion. The final baggie of standees is that big old dragon. Like, this guy is clearly not meant to be medium-sized, so you could get a different base for him. A sick elemental. I don't know if they are purposely set up in specific bags, so like it's the same kind of enemies that are together, or if it's like different tiers of the game. Not 100%, but so cool, dude. That's a really cool gold. Oh! Fire dragon, man. Oh, is this like his minion? His baby form? How is baby form? This guy is from like the first or second mission, so weird that he's in this baggie. Actually, the big red dragon is the first mission, apparently. Another bookworm. And the final standee is, I don't know, kind of looks like Valora's family member, but evil. Evil. Yeah, basically now I have 2 copies of every enemy. I can up the stakes, or I can inhabit my D&D campaign with enemies. And then there's this. What is this? Oh, there's more. Ooh, metal tokens. Hold on. Oh, good. Oh, hold on. I don't know what's in here. This looks like a quest box. Is this a bonus quest? Let's see. The blank quests! Yeah. Okay, so one of the things that was super cool... Sorry, let me put this back on. These are to make a new enemy. We unlocked, during the campaign, blank quests. So within this upgrade kit, you can now design enemies, design an entire... Well, technically 4 of them. Or you could make it as detailed or put as little detail as possible into your quest. But... you can make your own quests for the game. That is why this looks like a quest folio, because you are, in fact, designing your own quests. And then you can make your own cardboard standees for the enemies in said quest. It's super cool. I was like, why is it blank? No, that makes perfect sense why this one quest folio is blank, because you can design your own quests. Underneath that was coins. It's nice. Same symbol on either side, but you could reuse these if you wanted to. That's a lot of coins, too. I bet you share them as a resource, because Kinfire as a whole, like almost all the time, you're sharing these resources amongst yourselves. Speaking of that, here's my foretelling narration. It's got a scratch-off code, so I'm not worried about you stealing it, because you can't! Ha ha ha! Good, good, good. I did want that. These are rewards, clearly. I don't know if they're blank or not, but this is an extra rewards, which I'm assuming is going to be tied to your very own quest. And then these are the alt costumes that we unlocked. Oh, there's multiple alt costumes, but it's just cards with them. So this is cosplay Valora. She's cosplaying Flickers. You have alter ego Asha. This is the cool one, though. Shadow Raven Asha. Look at that. Gorgeous. Then you have alter ego Feyn. Is a lady. I know who Grimbo is going to pick. This is Moonsickle Idol Feyn. He's a rock star. Alter ego Khor. Ooh. Wildling Guardian Khor. Oh, he's like one of them wooden Cybermen. Alter ego Naz. Grand Commander Naz. This is the future version of her. Hell yeah. Oh my god, alter ego Roland is so cute. Soul Fury Roland. Alter ego Valora. So like the gender bend versions. And debutante sniper Valora. I remember everyone being excited that we unlocked this one. I don't remember why, but like, I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. So that was everything in the upgrade kit. And I am very excited to put it all together and finally play this game. Especially now that all of my friends are really loving Kinfire Delve, I'm excited to like sit down and play this before we get our copy of Kinfire Council, which I also kickstarted. And that, my friends, was everything in the Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall box that I'm willing to show you without spoiling anything. I don't want to spoil the quests for you. I want you to enjoy that experience yourself. But like Seeker cards and stuff, I'm not worried about going through, because that's what you're going to be playing when you play the game. And choosing your Seeker is a big part of like how you're going to play the game. Whether you want to be Nasa Taxation, Feyn the Bard. I was like, Flickers? No, Flickers should be over here with Khor. Khor the tank, Valora the sniper, Asha the rogue, or Roland the sorcerer. But we'll really say artificer, because he's basically an artificer. Maybe he's a multi-class artificer sorcerer. That's fine. I'm a little disappointed, yes, that my box came all messed up. Like, look at that. That makes me so sad. And I honestly feel like, because of the way that they made this DM screen type slippy slidey thing, yes, it's going to make playing the game easier because everything is here. And it has, like, helpful hints over here. And, like, oh, this is what everything does. That's fantastic. I love that. And you're putting the map here. You're laying out the enemies and what have you. This is fantastic. But because box didn't have like a top, it made it easier to break, which is kind of a bummer. If you didn't realize yet, there are magnets in the DM screen type thing, so you can slide on top of your box, and it's supposed to hold it down. But I definitely feel like because of this particular design, the structural integrity of the box is a little weaker than it would have been normally. But hey, I still have all my stuff. I'm not like worried about it because none of the actual gameplay items were damaged in any kind of way. So I'm super happy about that. I'm just really happy to jump into this game. I expect it to play a little bit like Kinfire Delve and Kinfire Council, wherein the way Incredible Dream sort of makes these Kinfire Chronicles games, they're very hard in a sort of you aren't necessarily winning outright all the time. You're often just mitigating loss and disaster. So they might be a little bit harder than you would normally expect a game like this to be. And I kind of like that challenge. I just hope it's winnable. Because when you first start playing Kinfire Delve, it honestly feels like you can't win some of the time. Like, the tutorial setup for each of the delves, I think I've only won the tutorial of the first one time. But actually playing the game, I can win. It's just a very... if you like the challenge of games like Soulsborne games or stuff like that, where like, oh, I know that this is going to be very hard going into it, I feel like that's the vibe of the Kinfire Chronicles games as a whole. Where there's a huge chance that you're going to lose, but you're going to try your darndest along the way. If you guys liked what you saw, leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, sub. And I will see you guys and gals later in the next one. Y'all, I have so many board games that I would still like to unbox and show you. And as I get better at filming and making the setups within my own house, I would love to eventually play games on this channel. Make tutorials on how to play these games, because some of them can be a little complicated. So if you would like to help me out monetarily, and you are able to, as I would never force any of you to do this, if you can and you are able to and you want to, you can support me monetarily in a multitude of ways. If you're watching this video on YouTube, the easiest way would be to become a YouTube member. You'll get early access to my videos, regardless of what tier you're at. And then at higher tiers, you'll get access to my D&D homebrew repository, all the stuff that I think would be okay to run in a campaign. Of course, make sure you talk to your DMs, or if you are the DM, look over the stuff that's in there first. But it's all the stuff that I think I would be okay with running in a campaign. And there's also my BGM list for TTRPGs, so you can always have the right background music. And then at higher tiers, you get access to my video notes, so you can help me determine and also pick out what content I provide next. You can also become a patron on Patreon, and there is a free tier there. A lot of the content that I'm releasing for members and patrons is the same, but with Patreon's free tier, a lot of the posts that I release are free to the public. You will get notified of them. And then you will know when I post if you're part of the free tier. Even if you can't see it, you'll know that I posted something. You can for sure ask about it. If you become a YouTube member of any tier, you also get access to new channels on the Okami Gakura Discord. So we can chat about new stuff coming up. If you want to be there at the forefront of my various channels and see what's coming down the pipeline, please become a member. On YouTube, you could become a free patron on Patreon if you're not sure if you want to commit to giving me $1 or more of your hard-earned cash every month. That's totally fine too. Become a free patron. Come chat with us in the Okami Gakura Discord. You don't necessarily have to give anything. Just hang out. That's what we like to do. But I will see y'all in the next video.